Well, hello, everyone. How are you, my wonderful? Let's put some music on. If it'll play. Why ain't it playing? There. That was weird. Like always, I'm just gonna sit back and chill. There we go. That works. That's better for chill music. So I hope everybody's having a good day. Y'all haven't seen my new intro to my videos that I'm going to start doing. I need to go check that out. I posted it on my YouTube channel. We just sit and wait. See what you'll come up. Really need to learn how to get some more music. Already learned how to make intro to videos. Need to learn how to make an intro. I need to start learning how to be technological. Hey, Connor, brother, how you doing? Just doing a chill stream right now until other people get in here. I'm still working on your survival. Your take along survival pack and everything. Sorry it's been a while, but I'm just always slammed at work and everything, brother. It's hard for me to do anything right now. But as soon as I get it fixed for you, I'll send it out to you. Hey, sis, how you been? Where you been hiding all this time, girl? Man, yeah, it's like a family reunion. Hold on, let me turn that music on. How you been? How's life treating you, sis? I understand, sis. Oh yeah, you met somebody that does that? I mean, that's heard them. Well, I mean, you don't really have to worry about skinwalkers. Skinwalkers don't really care about you as long as you don't mess around with them or try to endanger them. They don't really care. Oh, nice! Congratulations, sis. That's a good career choice right there, especially in the area that you live. Are you going to do general? Are you going to do general animals? Are you going to be specific, like farm animal vet? You know me, sis. I'm always working, always trying to you know, handle YouTube and life and just everything. Nice. Yeah. Exotic animals, I mean that could get you into a zoo, but it's rare to get be able to get into a zoo as a vet. Um because vets aren't needed all the time in zoos. But if you want like a long term position, like a long term be able to have a job any and every time is doing farm animals. Hey Ron, how you doing, brother? I am exotic. I'm very exotic. I am I am Machu Exotic Junior instead of Joe Exotic. How you doing, Ron? Hey Ron, when are you thinking about needing me out there to help you so I can know like a time frame or whatever to ask off for? Ah, okay, okay. Yes, I am a toy destroyer. Yes, sis. Yeah. It grows slowly. You know. That's what she said. Hey, Nocturnal Nation, how you doing, brother? Oh, my shoulder's still shit, Ron. I have to go to physical therapy today. They're going to have to do another x-ray on my shoulder because when I was doing physical therapy uh Monday, something popped in my shoulder and they're going to have to do another x-ray and see what happened. I'm glad to hear that, Nocturnal Nation, brother. Yeah, Matthew's learning technology. I made an intro for my videos. I put it on I loaded it up onto YouTube to show people. Yeah, I'm learning technology. Matthew's getting smarter. Yeah, we're gonna wait maybe a little bit longer, then we'll discuss the topic for today on the live stream. Right, Ron? Ah, thank you. Yeah, if you don't mind checking it out and see. Yeah, they're right now they have me doing 360 full range movements with a like a 2 pound weight, trying to get everything in gear and working order for me and trying to lift it above my head. It's just I can get it probably about maybe a 45-degree angle above my head. I can't get it completely horizontal to my head. I mean vertical to my head. It's like when I try to lift it completely up, my arm starts trembling and shaking and I either drop the weight or I lose or my arm just gives out. Oh, that's wonderful, sis. Ah, you're okay, sis. Yeah, yeah, Ron. That's it. Yeah, the bike circling. Tell you what, man. They have me. They have me doing things with my arm that I never even thought my arm could bend in that way. I never had my arm bend that way before. They're like, what's your normal, movement range and everything? And I show them, and they're like, oh, you got to have a 360-degree turn on your shoulder. I was like, man, they're like, scratch the back between your shoulder blades. I'm like, I can't even reach between my shoulder blades. Like, my arm doesn't get up that high. Ah, crap. Sorry, I'm mad Sonic getting Miss Star. Getting Miss Star some food. Food and drink from Sonic. All right, take care, brother. Ooh, natural strawberry jam run. You can also make fruit roll-ups, which is called fruit tar. I'll tell you that recipe here in a minute. Hold on, let me order her food real quick. Give me 1 second, family. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that. Hey, Jamie, how you doing, brother? Yeah, the Strawberry Festival is here in Texas also, the Poteet Strawberry Festival. Poteet, Texas. Makes you sound like you want to cough up a hairball. How you doing, Jamie, brother? Oh, I'm just being Matthew, Jamie. You know how wild Matthews are. Ugh. Yeah. So How are you all doing on this lovely, lovely day? Melissa? Hey, Melissa, how you doing, sis? Thank you for showing up. How you been? Oh, did you, Jamie? Everybody will get their 5 minutes of fame one day or another. Yeah, I know that feeling, Melissa. I worked 16 hours, went home, slept for 3 hours, and I'm back out to work again. I wish I could sleep all day. Well, that's what I get for making the big money at my job. Oh, yeah. Hey, PPR, how you doing, brother? Oh, June Brown passed? Crap. She was an actress, right? A BBC actress? I'm glad to hear you. The name sounds very familiar. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for that, Jamie. Oh yeah, Melissa. Yeah. She saw all the good time periods, you know. She saw all the bad time periods too. That's the one thing you can say when you're that old is you lived through it all, you know. Unlike us, you know, our 100 years is going to be not as not as amazing as our grandparents, you know, all the trials and tribulations and everything our grandparents went through. You know, they've seen multiple wars. They had the Dust Bowl, they had the Depression, they had everything. But you see the rise and fall of civilizations in their time period. We don't see anything. Melissa, you're not going to aim that high, sis. Yeah, that's true. we're we're seeing the age of clothing. We're seeing the age of technology now. And none of them had any of that. They didn't even know or believe that this was going to happen. It was all sci-fi to them. Oh yeah, Jamie. Yeah, 1934. 1934 was a time. uh, uh, man, allergies are getting bad right now. Oh yeah, how you doing, Paul? How you doing? I just made I just learned how to make an opening for my videos. I am not tech savvy at all, trust me. I was born in the woods. I was raised in the woods. Right, Melissa? Yeah. I mean, just imagine, like being being in Texas in 110-degree weather, no AC, nothing, no, with very limited water sources. How you doing? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you, ma'am. No, ma'am. That'll be it. Thank you. You too. All right. All right. So we got the food. And, you got to think when refrigerators first came around, they were called ice boxes. There was literally jobs up north that paid people to cut out blocks of ice, and there was ice trucks that would drive around every day, and you would buy a chunk of ice to put in your ice box to keep your stuff cold. Can't have milkshakes, Ron. They don't make sugar free. I wish they did. We did on BBC America, but it was only a limited run of that TV show, Jamie. Oh, they do it. Oh, Melissa, don't get me started on people that judge smokers, because I'm a smoker too. You know, th- these kids today will judge you for smoking, but they're out back vaping. It's the same thing. Like, this world contradicts itself every day, sis. This world contradicts itself every day. Yeah, yeah, that's true, Melissa. People want a paycheck, but they don't want to do work. People want to sit at home and do this, be on TikTok, be on YouTube, and make all the money. Like they think they're going to be, like they think they're going to be a millionaire overnight, you know? Kids don't understand how it is how it is to make money. That you have to hustle, you have to kill yourself. It drives me crazy. When I got my degree in cultural anthropology, when I got my master's, everybody's like, "Oh, you got a master's. You're going to be rich. You're going to be in a big house and you're going to have all these fancy cars and you're going to travel the world." Bullshit. I mean, they don't tell you in college that you need a specific degree to be able to have a good life. Like with like I have to get a doctrines to have anything. My master's degree means nothing compared to anybody else because I got a degree from a community college. I also got a bachelor's in archaeology and I got a bachelor's in geology. And I made more money in my life with my geologist degree than my other two degrees combined because I worked for the oil field with my geologist degree. Right, Melissa. Right. There's only a select handful of people in your degree field in specific degrees that can make it. And if you're not from a name brand college, you know, it's just colleges are like food. People don't want an off brand name of food. They want a name brand can of whatever. Say say Clover Valley green beans compared to Green Giant green beans. People are going to go for Green Giant because it's been advertised all so much that it's a household name. Hey G, how you doing, brother? Oh yeah, I remember the Ragman, Ron. Uh, I I'm only on my phone, G. I can't give wrenches on my phone. I have to be on the laptop to do that, and I'm nowhere near a laptop right now. Hey, Warlord, how you doing, brother? See, Melissa, that's your degrees are so much more useful than the degrees that I went to. I went to science degrees because hell, we were going into technology. We were finding new civilizations every day, and I wanted to be the next Indiana Jones. Like, but in the reality of it all, I should have went with a degree that I could have got a job with, you know. That's why you see so many people with business management degrees. Is because if you have a business management degree, you can get a job anywhere. Just like a nursing degree, like if you become an RN or anything like that, I mean, you can be taken anywhere. That is a skill, isn't it? Ron's like the Swiss Army knife. He's a Swiss Army knife of men. He can do multiple jobs on two ends. Oh yeah, Oz. Yeah. How you doing, Oz, brother? Oh yeah, Melissa. Yeah. I mean, kids today. I mean, look at the kids today. They literally come out of the womb with a computer or a laptop in hand. Like it's like they're just bred with technology put into them. I'm sitting here and I just learned how to do an intro, and I still don't know how to put it on a video. It took me 2 hours to learn how to upload it onto YouTube after I created it. Well, good morning. I just got off like a 16-hour shift, Oz, and had like 3 hours of sleep. Going back in. Right, right, Oz. Uh, yeah, I mean, the world is a completely different format from when I was young. And hell, the world was a different format when a lot of other people, like in chat and everything, was younger, you know? Because I'm about to be 39. So, you know, 30 years ago, when I was 8 years old, in the, in the 90s, we still had action figure commercials, toys. we didn't have oh, go buy the newest gaming system. I mean, we did have gaming systems, but not like it is today. I think we had a I think we had a I had a Sega Genesis. I think I did. Yeah, I had a Sega Genesis. Yeah, because the Super Nintendo was too expensive. And there was no, you just plugged the cartridge in and you just played. oh, I'm so old, Ron. I know. Uh, I'm ancient. No, I'm just saying, like it doesn't even have to be. It doesn't even have to be in a lot of. Yeah, I think my cousin had the first PlayStation also. Yeah, like I got, don't get me wrong, I love Sonic the Hedgehog. And that was the only game I played on Sega Genesis was Sonic. But it but I was just saying how different the world has changed since I was young, Ron. You know what I mean? Like the world today is a whole entire century different than when a lot of older people than me lived, like if my grandfather and grandmother was still alive to today, they would not they wouldn't be in this world. They would My grandfather and grandmother would have hated this world because of the way that it is, the way humans are. Oh yeah, I had Pong too, sis. Pong was awesome. Hey CR, how you doing? I'm sorry, Oz. Love you, brother. Hey Tammy, how you doing, sis? But it's just technology has changed so dramatically. I mean, I didn't grow up rich, I grew up dirt poor. CR. Yeah, I play a game on mobile. Hold on, let me try to find it. Hold on. I don't even know the name of it. Give me a second. Okay. So my mobile game is called Battle Cats. And what it is it's like you have all these different cats and everything, and you send them out of a tower to go destroy a dog enemy tower. And it's like each cat has its own like money, how much it costs, and all this stuff, and it has its own different attack. That's a word we don't use anymore around here, Ron. We don't use bay fart no more, sir. That that animal went extinct a long time ago. It's a touchy subject for a few people. If he if he decides to show up, but it is Shire. Shire will show up. $15 an hour. You know, minimum wage. How much was minimum wage when everybody else was young? I remember minimum wage for me at a grocery store was $5.15 an hour. $5.15 an hour. That was when I was 16. That was 22 years ago. $5. And now it's double, it's tripled in price. Hey, Pikachu sis, how you doing? Yeah, yeah, like it's and people say, "Oh, this world is so much better." How is it better? I mean, I remember paying what was it? I was paying 89 cents a gallon for gas. 89 cents a gallon for gas when I was 16. And now it's it's just as much money as what minimum wage was 20 years ago. Yeah. See, Melissa? Yeah. See, me and Melissa's probably around the same time, same age period. So, you know, I remember my uncle telling me when gas was around 30 cents a gallon, and that was expensive. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back, everybody. Sorry about that. Walked in and gave her lunch. Now I'm back out. Got to go to the physical therapy doctor's appointment. Go get my X-ray to see where it popped. Lovely stuff. Hey, Christy, how you doing, sis? All right, so since we got everybody in here, let's talk about prepping, long-term prepping items, food items. Um, I have I've found out that elderberries is a long-term, like if you make elderberry jam or anything like that that uses elderberry in it, it becomes a preservative of its own juices. It will literally, if you make a jam or something out of elderberry, it will preserve itself in its own juices for up to 15 years without even pressure canning it. Mm, right, CR. Yeah, but the thing about elderberry is I'm not talking about the basics of long-term survival foods. I'm talking about newly found, newly researched foods that are considered superfoods that are going to help us in a long-term situation when everything else goes to shit. Hello, Staffordshire. All right, Melissa, sis, you take care. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, but the only bad thing about those, Christy, is their life. Unless you could literally dry them out, dehydrate them, you know, berries, persimmons, stuff like that. Right, Oz. That's what I'm talking about. The things that we need to relearn from our ancestors to help us survive afterwards. And also what you can also plant around your area that you can have a unlimited resource of. Right, Christy. Yes, Oz. Yes. I mean, look at, like, here in the States, in the southern parts of the United States, okay, there's a thing called polk salad. All right. It is from the same family as collard greens. It's from the same family as cabbage and lettuce. Polk salad is actually a poisonous plant, but if it's boiled multiple times and drained out, kind of like how you purify acorns, um, with the water purification and boiling process. If you boil the purple streak out of the middle of polk salad, it is one of the most nutrient based greens out there. It is literally a super green, kind of like kale is. Ooh, that sounds wonderful. Oh, I know, Christy. I know. I live in Texas. You dig 2 foot down and you hit bedrock. I understand about how it is. But the thing is you can make your own compost. You can make your own dirt to add on top of it. So there is no excuse in a prepper lifestyle. There's no excuses. CR. Well, you need to get a greenhouse, sir. But look at all these what we call AKA superfoods of today. All right. Elderberry, wild lettuce, polk salad, um, ginger root. Um, there's a root called Tanaka root that is kind of a part of the potato family. Nice. Hey, what's up, Kayla? What are you doing? Long time no see. Oh, my Bic is out of lighter fluid. Oh yeah, wild chives, green onions, they're always around. You can use any wildflowers around you and they're all edible. Every wildflower is edible. Um, and also you get a sugar added to your diet also eating wildflowers. Yeah, it has. It's been a long time, long, long time. But I mean, to add along with your food storages, your prep storages, do wild gardens. Wild gardens are the gardens that you throw the seeds out into whatever wooded area that you need to put it into and let it grow on its own. Let it adapt to the area that it's at. And also, if you know where you planted these seeds, if you know where you planted all this and it blends in with nature around it, normal humans will not pay attention to it. They will think that it's just natural wild. He's been doing good. He's taking care of himself and he's with the band and all that. Right, right, Oz. But you need you're going to need all these medicinal plants and edible plants when the medicine starts running out. When Because the Native Americans here in America used wild lettuce. Wild lettuce, it can be made into a tincture. It also has a milk inside of it that is almost as potent as morphine without the addiction. Um, my Cherokee family used wild lettuce for generations, and it is a wonderful, wonderful medicinal herb. You can't eat it per se. There's a special way to process wild lettuce to be edible, but you literally have to milk it dry. You have to let it dry out, and then you use it as a tea, not to be eaten like food. Yes, a supplement. Yes, Oz. Yes, it is. But we don't ever talk about Johnny Appleseed anymore. Johnny Appleseed is one of those dead legends now. Planting an appleseed everywhere he walked. You know, and that's what you need to do with your land. Literally plant plant what you can, grow what you can that is going to help you in the long term. Because if you plant apple seeds, oh, hey, don't worry about it, sis. I'm just glad that you're still around. I understand. Oh yeah, yeah, Tammy. Morphine. I mean, it has the same properties as morphine does. It has the same nerve numbing qualities. Um, will you still feel pain with this? Is with wild lettuce, you don't get the addiction of morphine. You don't get the addiction to continuously use it over and over. I miss you. Correct. Why won't you get off? There we go. Let nature work for you. It's the same way with any other survival situation. Our native ancestors learned this because they had to learn it because they did not have enough food resources. They couldn't just go out all day long burning all their calories and everything and come back to just nuts and berries. Yes, sir, CR. All right, no problem. Yeah. it says, but it's like anything else you do. You make figure four deadfall traps. You make yo-yo fishing traps. These traps are meant to work for you and not have you work. With all this, see, Tammy, that's where wild lettuce comes into effect because it has morphine, but it's not morphine because there is no chemical reaction to it like morphine is. Right, CR? Long term prepping is not just stockpiling food and gear, it's also making your castle a, a full blown natural oasis away from danger. Everybody knows food runs out. That's why preppers of today, when they run out of their stocks, they just run down to the grocery store and pick up and bring it back home. Well, you can't do that in an SHTS situation. So, what's your plan B? What is your plan B of survival after your year stock has been depleted? Are you going to go on a murder spree and afterwards? Most probably will. But here's the thing, if you run out of food and you had a year stock, everybody else out there has been out of food for the last 2 weeks. Correct, Oz. Blending it in with nature. That's how you create it. Things. That's a thing up, CR. bean planting. Like I'm talking about pinto beans, kidney beans. Like if you can learn how to grow beans, you are set, because beans are just like potatoes. If you have a mindset of just making potatoes and potatoes only, don't forget to sow in the beans in the same patch as potatoes in your garden. They thrive off of each other. But look at everything that you're thinking on planning. We already are in the mindset of buying items that have more than one purpose, correct? Do the exact same damn thing with your garden. Look at all the all the plants that thrive off of each other and plant them together. Don't make one garden that has 16 different vegetables in it, and each one of them need different amounts of nutrients, different amounts of water, stuff like that. Put each one together, like tomatoes and squashes. And like green beans, put them all together. Vine like vegetables together, root like vegetables together. You will save space, you will grow more, and you will have to use less resources for each garden. Yeah, nice. You have to learn the biology of plants. A lot of preppers have the mindset of, oh, I'm going to stockpile seeds, but never once dug a garden or planted a garden. And I don't know what plants go with what plants, but I have 12,000 seeds in my stockpile. Get out and do it. Learn this stuff before stuff happens. Right, Oz. Yes. But the thing is how can people call themselves preppers without actually truly prepping. You know what I mean? How can you call yourself a prepper if all you're doing is just stockpiling, rotating out your stock, resupplying your prepping, and buying gear? But you have done nothing to fortify your house. You've done nothing to collect rainwater. You've done nothing to grow a garden. You you have all these projects on hand, but you never do it because you say, "Oh, I live in a community where I can't do this stuff." I'm tired of hearing excuses from people that are preppers. I'm tired of hearing the all people are doing is prepping excuses. They want to make a mindset, but they don't want to be the mindset. There's a difference on learning the way and doing the way that you learn. It's like a lot of teachers, they're teachers, but they've never experienced that job because they got a job teaching what needs to be taught. True, true, Oz. But the thing is, the majority of preppers are not in the city. I mean, like the majority of the people that we talk to on our prepper channels and all this stuff. Right. And hell, even when I was young and I didn't have any land, I still in my side closet. There is no excuse. I mean, there's thousands of excuses. In the city, there is still churches that have land and what's called to do. They have all the potting soil, everything that you need. Say you lived in an apartment or whatever. Bulls. All you do is donate half your resources to the church, and you can take the rest. Right. Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. There is a lot of them that are in cities. True Oz. Yes. Survivalists are it's a facade. There is no true quote unquote survivalist. You know, any other topic, any other name that you give, all these people give themselves. Hell, I claim I'm a survivalist because I know my way in the woods. I know all this stuff. But in the reality of everything, I could die at a moment's notice in the woods. And a real survivalist idea is not going out into the woods and living. Being in a situation and learning how to get out of the situation. It's not I'm going to go and make a picket fence out in the wilderness like quote unquote bushcrafters do. They are, yeah, Paul. Yeah, in other cities they do that roof access. Um, I'm doing brother. I'm doing great. How about you? Oh yeah. Well, here in see us here in gated communities and everything have what's called an HOA, a homeowner association, and they are literally like the Spanish Inquisition to homeowners. You can't do anything to change your house or do whatever. Literally, if you want to paint the outside of your house a different color, you have to go through the homeowner association and they give you only a approved color sheet that can be put into your house because it's kind of like insurance that your house stays the same price or raises in price. So they are literally the judge and jury on anything that you want to do with your house in America. Yeah. Oh, I know Oz. Yeah, the glorified Bob bag, the 72-hour Bob bag. How many people can literally get the fuck home in 3 days when they live when they work, say 200 miles or an hour and a half drive away from their home? 3 days is not going to get you home unless you are literally trudging every day, all 3 days, day and night. It used to be called a get home bag, not a bob. Right, Oz. Yeah. But here's the thing. With an HOA fee, you have to pay a certain amount of buddy a month on
your house to an HOA. And if you don't pay it, they can literally take you to court and make you sell your house and move out of that community if you do not pay your HOA fee. That's why I call them the Spanish in Inquisition. Yeah, but CR, you're a lot younger than any of us. You're a lot younger, and you may or may not have like the medical conditions like a lot of us do, you know? Like if I walk 25 miles without food or water, my blood sugar will drop on me and I will go into into hypoglycemic where my blood sugar will fall on me and I could die. Yeah, just call an Uber. Right, Paul. Hey, Sammy sis, how you doing? But here's the thing, this is the way life is now. There was never ever in the past in the last 100 years an HOA. That only came around in the last 30 years because of the price the housing market crash. People were afraid of losing the value of their house. People were afraid that their house value is going to drop and that they could not make any money if they say they live in Colorado and they want to sell their house and move to Florida when they hit 80. Well, they bought the house for $300,000 and now they can only sell it for $110,000 because of how the housing market crashed. Well, the HOA came in and said, "Well, we can help you with the keeping the price around the same as you paid or more, depending on what area you're in." Their house and everything and moved to Tennessee. They moved to Tennessee because they could buy land. They could buy 20 acres of land, a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house, and everything, like $120,000. And you know, a house that's 10 times smaller than that in California is $300,000 with no land. So yeah, they signed up for that so they could move to a different state that has a lower living cost and keep money to themselves. In some situations, Mark, yes, it is. I understand, CR, but I'm saying like a lot of these people in our prepping community, in our in the prepping community, in the survival community, stuff like that, they have more health problems than say like a hurt foot and getting hungry. Half of these people in the prepping community and survival community are 300 pounds. They smoke 3 to 5 packs of cigarettes a day. They They have heart problems. They have breathing problems. They could not make the average human of today cannot walk 25 miles with a full pack on, with, and trudging through the elements. It's dead facts. I mean, look at all of these people, and you've seen. I mean, CR, even you have seen these people. I mean, I love I love Uncle Al to death, but Uncle Al is old. Uncle Al is in a lot of pain. Do you see Uncle Al putting a backpack on him and walking 25 miles in 6 hours? No. I mean, and a lot of the people that Uncle Al hung out with, they were in their 60s. They were in between 60 and 70 years old. Right, Beth. All right, Oz. Oh yeah, CR. And like I said, if an EDC type bag and everything that you carried with you took took you out, imagine what that would done to 90% of the preppers in our prepping community. Oh yeah, Mark. I mean, right, Paul. Like, I'm 38, okay? I smoke half a pack of cigarettes a day. When I was in my 20s, I could carry a 120-pound bag, and I could carry a 120-pound bag. I could do whatever I wanted to do. I used to go every day out into the middle of God knows where country, trudging with old military gear that is heavier than the gear today with ease. I had no problems. But now that I'm almost 40, and the cigarettes, I mean, I even work out every day. I still run. I still I can't run like I used to because I smoke. And you know what? Even quitting smoking, you're still never going to be at full. You're never going to be at 100%. You looked at 60 and bypassed it. But there is so many health problems with individuals nowadays. People have high blood pressure. People have sodium intake problems. People, a lot of these people that can't have sodium or anything, but they're still stockpiling the fuck out of, you know, MREs and everything that is highly saturated in salt and preservatives and all this stuff. You think these people are going to survive Even if they have a year's supply, you think these people are going to be able to survive a year when they can't, and when they have heart problems and they can't process sodium or processed foods or anything like that? No, they're going to die. These preppers do not do self evaluations. They think, oh, I'll just take my medicine and everything and I'll be good to go. No, that does not work that way. You can't just take a pill and be done and take care of yourself. Life is not that way, especially in an SHTF situation. Where are you going to get that medicine to take care of yourself with your cure all pill? It's not going to be there. Everybody has hopes and dreams and everything of being able to be that lone wolf, Rambo, super soldier, the absolute god of prepping. And you know what? Out of all those preppers that say that they're preppers and homesteaders and all this shit, they are happy with it because they're in a perfect scenario right now. They can go anywhere and pick up food. They can go anywhere. They can turn their tap on and get water. All their stuff is backups for if something happens. And it's free right now. It is free flowing right now. It's being taken care of. But all these people in a true situation, a true SHTF situation, are not going to survive because they do not know and they have not opened their eyes to the what if situations. They have not even how many people has even rationed their food? How many people here have learned how to eat on the very minimum calorie intake that a human of your weight and your size can eat? Like me, I'm 6'2", 175 pounds. The minimum calorie intake for me, if I was a normal human being, would be 125 calories a day. That is the bare minimum requirement that I can eat and survive. I'm not going to gain weight. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to lose muscle mass. I'm going to lose everything eating that bare minimum. But I'm going to be alive. Right, Paul. I mean, I went on the 3 cracker and 3 spoonfuls of tuna diet for 3 months. Well, the military put my best friend on to make him lose weight so he could join the military. All right. All it was 3 saltine crackers with 3 spoonfuls of tuna on it. Not flavored, no spices, nothing. Just 3 spoonfuls of tuna on 3 saltine crackers. 3 for breakfast, 3 for lunch, 3 for dinner. You know how pissed off, hungry, every little thing made me go crazy. I would drive by I would literally drive by fast food restaurants and I would smell the food cooking. And I would sit there and I would literally start cussing because my body needed food, but I was not giving it food. It smelt food. It knew where food was, but I was starving my body. And I have no fat reserves to eat off of. Right. That's the thing. You're that's what's going to happen in an SHTF situation. You have to you have to ration your rations. You have to eat the bare minimum to make that stockpile truly survive. Because if you have a pantry that's stocked up for a year, you know, and you're sitting there eating a full course meal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner out of your stockpile, you're going to run out of it. And the reason why we stockpiles too is because we ration it. That's the mentality of prepping, is to ration your stockpiles to make it last a year. Especially if you have a family. If you have more than one mouth to feed, half that, quarter that year supply into 4 months. Because if you have four mouths to feed, you, your wife, your son, and your daughter, each one of you have to eat. And guess what? If you have children that's under the age of 10, they may not eat that much, but they eat more during the day than you do. Humans can survive on 2 meals a day, sometimes 1 meal a day, but children eat smaller quantities of food throughout that whole entire 24-hour period. Yes, yes, CR. I mean, and that 2,000 calories a day is for a human to be at maximum peak performance. Right, Mark. See, right there, you know? So, like with Beth has like the child appetite right now. She eats small meals all day long. Small meals, but the thing is those small meals add up to either more or less than 3 meals a day, depending on what she eats. So you have to take an account of what you eat. You have to take an account of how much you eat. And you have to also take an account what's the least amount of food that you can eat in a day and still be a normal functioning human. And also, it's more math, it's more equations to the problem that people in the prepping community do not recognize, do not understand, because they are literally simple. They think, oh, the answer to it all is just a stockpile food and that's it, and I'll be good. No,
There is so many mathematical equations to it that you have to look at. You have to take every account into the consideration of what prepping is. Right, Beth? But how many preppers and everything that you know on YouTube, how many people do you think can do any of this or ever have done any of these problem solving to see what the best outcome is for a human being to survive in an SHTF situation and literally survive it? None of them. None of them have thought of how much they have to eat to be normal. Because here's the thing, it's look at me, okay? Look what I'm doing. I am driving and telling people how to prep, right? Oh, ooh, Matt's such a good person. Great he's such a great idol to the prepping community. Yeah, I'm telling you all this stuff because it's true. It's going to happen. And here's the thing. This is the thing. We all can sit on our ass and preach like a preacher about how to do prepping. We can sit on our ass and talk about what the best situation is because we're sitting on our ass. None of them have ever done the damn hard work to know what their breaking point is. None of them know how bad it is to go through stomach pains, to be starving and drive by a fast food restaurant or a restaurant and smell that food, and you have to tell yourself, no, you cannot eat it. You are on a mission. You are you are you are doing a scenario. You are training your body. How many people is going to break that mindset after 2 days because they're driving by the fast food restaurants and their stomach is literally gnawing on themselves? It's true, Oz, yes, but we do that to prepare ourselves for that inevitable end. But I'm talking about these other people that claim to be the god of the wilderness and the god of survival and all this. The they can't even get the definition of the terms that they're using. They don't even understand the definitions. People believe surviving is running out into the woods, cutting yourself off from humanity, and living in the woods for the rest of their damn days. That is not survival. That is bushcrafting. That is living off the land. Survival is being in a situation and finding the best way to get out of it, not to go into it.
Right, Oz. Right, brother. See, there's only a handful of us that know what that is. Right, Oz. See, brother, that's what I'm talking about. And that's what that's why it makes me mad, brother. That's why this whole entire terminology and all these people that are playing Barbie doll make believe, to where the real people that have been in these situations, that have tried to train themselves in these situations, they don't understand it. They don't they don't they won't try to understand it. Right. Right, Paul. Right, Oz. And that's the thing that these so-called glory preppers and these wannabe lone wolves that say they can go out, and that's one of the damn things I hate too, is somebody saying, oh, all I need is a full tang knife to go out into the woods and I can survive for eternity. They've never experienced that pain that you're talking about, and I can't describe it how you did. And I grew up poor. I grew up to where I could not, I did not have food every day. There was sometimes I didn't have food for 3 days. And having those stomach pains, the, and where your stomach has shrunk so much. And when you're able to get something to eat, your stomach is growling so much. My stomach shrunk one time to the point where I was throwing up blood after I ate because it was stretching my stomach back out. And I ate and I ate and I ate and I stretched my stomach too far and I started throwing blood up. Hey, Deanna, sis, how you doing? Oh, you're good, Deanna, girl. How you doing, sis? My favorite cryptid. But people play this shit off as it's a game, and it's not a fucking game. Right, CR. Like, all these people think it's a game. They think they are the ones that's literally going to get people killed because they're not telling the truth. They're not telling anybody. They are sugarcoating prepping. They are sugarcoating survival. They are sugarcoating everything about it to make people listen. Yeah, how fun was that, CR? Yes, Oz. Yes. You know, when I was doing the 3 saltine crackers and the three spoonfuls of tuna, I did it for about 3 weeks. And I gave up on it because I was working and my body decided to go into a hypoglycemic moment. And I was sent to the hospital and I had to stay a week in the hospital because my body was not receiving the nutrients that it needed. And I could have died. That's why I tell people this stuff. They didn't understand. They didn't understand the doctor came in and said, "You work, you have full coverage insurance, you have all this stuff. Why were you doing that to your body?" And I was saying, because the end of the world's going to come soon. And I wanted to know how far I could get by rationing my food and see what the minimum I could eat and survive. And they said, "Well, from right there, it looks like you probably got about 3 weeks to live before your body completely shuts down and dies." Oh, yeah, Beth. Yeah. Yeah. I would like to do the exact same thing, Paul. I'd like to take a lot of these people that say, I can take just a knife in the woods and survive. I want to take them to the woods. I want to take them to the woods that I've went to in the Appalachians and give them a knife and say, "Here, live. I want to see how long you live. I want to see it." And I hate to say it, but everybody that I've ever met that has said I can take a knife and survive up in the wilderness, up in the woods with just a knife, every single one of them has been overweight. Don't I'm not knocking anybody for weight issues, but every single one of them has been overweight, around 300 to 350 pounds, saying that they can survive out in the wilderness. And my first thing is saying, yeah, you could survive, but not the way you want to, because your body's going to survive on all your fat reserves first. But I want to see you actually live like how you say you can. Hey, Steven, how you doing, brother? Oh, I will. And I'll put them in mountain lion territory too. You know, when I went on my spirit quest and everything, all I had on me was a knife. But I was also trained to be a hunter gatherer. So all my stuff, I had to hunt on my own. I had to trap on my own. I had to show them that I knew what my skills were. And I wasn't just acting the part. I ate rabbits raw because I could not get a fire started with a bow drill and a hand drill. That is one of the worst skills in the world, a bow drill and a hand drill. I hate it. I can never master that skill. And I'm not going to sit there and burn my calories away trying to learn a skill that I can literally go and find 10,000 lighters in an apocalypse. Yes, sir, Mark. Oh, yeah. Same here. Same here. Right, CR. Right. That's why when you go to tribes and everything, there is one specific person that knows how to use the basic skills to create a fire. Either a bow drill or a hand drill to make a fire. Nobody else in that damn tribe knows how to do it. That one person is the fire master. Just like in a Native American hunting party, there was one person that in that whole entire party that knew how to make fire. And I'm not one of those people. I'll admit that right now. Yeah. Some archaic knowledge is good. Not all archaic knowledge is good. I mean, look how easy it was for the Native Americans to switch from doing bow drill fires and hand drill fires when the white man came over and showed them flint and steel. When the white man came over and traded them the first piece of steel and taught them how to make a fire with that, they literally threw down their hand drills and their bow drills and said that they would not do it anymore. Ah, shit. Uh, Take care, Mark. Talk to you soon, brother. But we need to stop. We need to literally stop glorifying all this useless crap that all these big name people and wannabe hobby bushcrafters and all this stuff is doing. There is skills in this day of age. There's no need for a bow drill fire. There is so many things that you can do to make a fire anymore. I mean, you can buy a lighter now, a torch lighter that charges for 8 hours, and you can light it over 10,000 times. A big lighter can light over 2,000 lights, 2,000 fires. Why? Why take your shoestring off and wrap it around a stick? Take care, Mark, brother. Yeah, yeah, everything, it may be, I mean, charcloth. Charcloth is technically an archaic skill. But you know what? Charcloth is more of a useful item than, say, putting a 9-volt battery in a steel wool in your backpack. But people may say I'm being too hard on these hobbyists. I'm being too hard on these preppers. Maybe I am. But I'll tell you one thing, I don't care. Because it's the truth. I'm not saying anything that is not true. Yeah, yeah, CR. And also, you can't put them together either. You have to put them in separate packages. You have to put them in a separate container. A ferro rod, all you need to do is just put it in your pocket and go. A lighter, all you need to do is put it in your pocket and go. I just want to know who was the person that created, who has glamorized this mindset into the point of the disease that it has became. Thanks, Paul. Yeah, I just, I literally just want to punch the person that started glorifying this stuff, making it a weekend hobby. The weekend warrior survivalist. I mean, it couldn't be Dave Canterbury because Dave, well, it probably was Dave Canterbury, to be honest. Dave Canterbury and his crew of people. I actually believe that they were the ones that glorified it. No, I'm not talking about Bear Grylls and Les Stroud, because we already knew that they were TV clowns to begin with. But I have more respect for Les Stroud than I do Bear Grylls. On the shows I'm talking about. Bear Grylls as an individual, I have respect for him. But in their TV show, I have more respect for Les Stroud because he did try to say the truth on some matters. To where Bear Grylls would just hop into a fucking river with his teeth and pull out a salmon. I mean, literally, Bear Grylls made a. He took his shirt off because he found a dead seal on the beach, and he cut the skin off of the seal to make a wetsuit out of, and all it was just to cover the top part of his skin. Who the hell has time to do that? Nobody. I would be eating that seal. I mean, Bear Grylls did glorify the survival genre. Right, CR. I mean, I, I I know it's a TV show. People don't have to tell me that it's just a TV show. Why are you so upset about it? It's not that it's a TV show. It's that they are trying to make money off of a genre. They're trying to make money off of a genre that people are watching to learn how to survive, to learn how to get out of a emergency situation. And those TV shows, no matter how played off they are, is going to get somebody killed. Thinking, oh, I watched this on an episode of Bear Grylls, or I watched this on an episode of Survivor, or Alive. But sorry, give me a second. I'm filling out something.
Sorry. If y'all don't mind just talking with each other for a minute, I'm filling out paperwork. Yeah, sorry. No, I'm doing paperwork. I'm so sorry. I'm here at the doctor and everything, so I'm doing paperwork and stuff. But uh, do. Sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Give me a second. I'm sorry. My God, they gave me a novel to write. Mm, I don't have any kids. I'm not pregnant. Oh my God. Why? Why do hospitals do this? What is today's date? Oh, it's the 4th. Today's my dad's birthday. Damn. Time flies. Nice, CR. Good. The first day of my last menstrual cycle was on what? Give me a date, people, so I could tell them. It ended on the 1st. Oh my God. Yeah, April 1st. It happened. It ended on the 1st. Oh, jeez. I don't think the girls had a laugh at that when I said it out loud. Hey, in this day of age, you can't tell if I had a menstrual cycle or not. Just because I got a beard doesn't mean shit. Are you are you identifying me as something I'm not? Isn't that how they say it? You know, you can't identify me or whatever the hell they say. No, I'm not in the hospital. I'm going to physical therapy because I tore my rotary cuff, Stephen.
Yeah, I tore my rotary cuff and
I have to go and get x-rays and everything done again because when I was in physical therapy, my shoulder popped. Ow. They were doing the 360 360 like rotary cuff workout with me, and it popped, and I'm in a shitload of pain right now. Hey, hey, I call it a rotary cuff, ma'am. Like like my rotary balls. Yeah, rotator cuff, whatever the hell they call it. I don't know. It hurts. Ugh. All right, family. I'm gonna have to get off here. They are about to. They're about to take me back. So yes, I am a transformer. Did you not know this? Did you not know this, Beth? All right, family. I love y'all. Y'all take care, and I'll probably do another live later tonight, maybe tomorrow. Depends on how my rotary cuff works. All right, y'all take care, family. I love y'all. Bye. Yes, I identify as Optimus Prime. Yes, ma'am. All right, family. I love y'all. Y'all take care. Bye.